Good morning to all of you. In last class we have discussed about the human ear. Yes, and we have seen the functioning of the human ear, what is the mechanism and how we listen the sound. Now today we will talk about the characteristics of sound, that is we will talk about amplitude, time period and frequency. So as we are taking here an example of a simple pendulum. Okay, with the help of a simple pendulum we will come to know about all the terms. What do we mean by amplitude, what do we mean by time period, what do we mean by frequency. First of all, as we are talking daily about the vibration. So what is vibration? To and fro motion of an object. It is also called oscillatory motion. It is also called oscillatory motion. So here what we are taking a simple pendulum O, and this simple pendulum we are giving a small jerk. So what is happening? The simple pendulum will now move from this O position to, first it will move to A position, or if we will give a jerk this side, then it will move to B position. So when the pendulum will move from O to A, again it will come from A to O, again it will go from O to B, then again it will come from B to O. Okay, so this A to B and back to A means one extreme position to other extreme position. First of all, what do we mean by, we will talk about that, what do we mean by amplitude? The maximum displacement of an oscillating body from its central position, means from its mean position. The maximum displacement of an oscillating body from its mean position. It may be OB or OA. So the maximum displacement, this is mean position, this is extreme position. So maximum displacement from the mean position, this OA or OB, this is called amplitude. So in simple word, what is amplitude? Maximum displacement from the mean position. Now this is the motion of the pendulum from one extreme position. Let us take the one extreme position A to the other extreme position B, from A to B and back to A. This is called oscillation. This is called oscillation. Or you can say the object is moving from O to A, again from A to B, and from coming from B to O. That is our one oscillation, one complete oscillation. That is oscillation. Now the time taken to complete one oscillation means object is going from O to A, again from A to B, again coming to O. The time taken to complete one oscillation is said as time period. What is time period? The time taken to complete one oscillation. The time taken to complete one oscillation, that is called time period. What is time period? The time taken to complete one oscillation. And the number of oscillation in 1 second, or number of oscillation that is completed per second, is called frequency. Listen very much carefully. The time taken to complete one oscillation is called time period, and it is means unit will be second. Here the unit of amplitude will be 1 meter. And now the number of oscillation per second. The number of oscillation per second means if there are 10 oscillation in 1 second, the frequency will be 10 hertz. The unit of frequency is hertz. HERTZ, that is HZ. It is written in means the symbol for that. Okay, for unit. So when we are talking if the 10 oscillation in 1 second, the time period will be how much? The time taken for one oscillation. So if 10 oscillation in 1 second, the time period will be 1 upon 10, that is 0.1. And what is the frequency? Number of oscillation per second, that is 10 hertz. Now we will talk about the two terms, loudness and pitch, and we will also talk about the quality or timbre. What do we mean by loudness? See, loudness, when we say about the loudness, so loudness depend on the amplitude of sound. Loudness depend on the amplitude of sound, and it is said to be loudness is directly proportional to square of the amplitude. Loudness is directly proportional to square of the amplitude. It means that if amplitude will be more, like here we are saying that the maximum displacement from the mean position, this is more. So if amplitude will be more, then loudness will be more. And if amplitude will be less, then we can say the loudness will be less. So if amplitude will be more, loud sound. If amplitude will be less, feeble sound. So this amplitude, this loudness depend on amplitude. Only it depends on that, it does not depends on frequency. Loudness depend on amplitude. If amplitude will be more, then what will happen? If amplitude will be more, then the molecules will oscillate, means the displacement from the mean position will be more. The displacement from the mean position will be more. So if the amplitude will be more, loudness will be more. Okay. And the other factor is of the loudness is that area of vibrating body and distance of the listener from the source of sound. As you see in the class also, if someone is sitting on the first bench and someone is sitting on the last bench, so sound which is heard by the first bench student will be more in comparison to the sound here will be heard by the last student. So loudness mainly depend on the amplitude, and loudness is directly proportional to the square of the amplitude. Other factors are area of the vibrating body, what is the area of that vibrating body, and distance of the listener from the source of sound. Second is pitch. Pitch means shrillness. How much means voice is shrill. If the sound is shriller or the sound is flatter, it depends on pitch, and pitch depends on the frequency of the sound. If we say that number of oscillation in a second will be more, then frequency will be more. Frequency will be more. Suppose we are taking here that we are saying here that in 1 second, if we take this one, so in 1 second here the oscillation will be how much oscillation? 1 oscillation. But here how much oscillation? Near about 3 oscillation. So pitch depends on the frequency of sound. So if frequency will be more, then sound will be, there will be shrillness in the sound. And if frequency will be less, if the frequency is low, then the sound will be flatter. And pitch is directly proportional to the frequency. Okay, means frequency will be more, you can say the pitch is more, shrillness will be more. And if frequency will be less, then shrillness will be less. And third thing is quality or timbre. If suppose 2 persons are having, or it is pitch, quality or timbre is mostly used in the musical instrument. So suppose 2 musical instruments have same loudness and same pitch, then it is one sound can be different from the other. Okay, we can able to distinguish the one sound from the other on the basis of the quality. Okay, because if there are different musical instruments, so both the sound have different sound effects. Like we say that sound waves of guitar and sound wave of sitar, and these are the characteristics of sound. First is loudness, which depends on the amplitude. If amplitude will be more, then we can say that if amplitude will be more, loudness will also be, amplitude will be more, loudness will be more. and if amplitude will be less, loudness will be less, and frequency will be more, then we can say voice is shrill. And if frequency will be less, voice is less shrill. And third is quality. If loudness and pitch are same, then we can distinguish one sound from the other with the help of this quality, or we can say it is a timbre, or sometimes we can say it a tone. Okay, because the sound effects are different. Now in the next class we will talk about the range of hearing. Okay, thank you.